Welcome to the fascinating world of traffic signals. Today we are here in Moss Point, Mississippi, where this cabinet and pole, y'all have seen me work here before, and where this cabinet used to be here, well, a car drove into it, took out the pole. We had a crew out yesterday putting a new cabinet, new used cabinet on this pole, and a new pole that we set. Have a generator. We're gonna test everything, make sure everything works properly, as we won't be here when the power company does their hookup. But once they get their hookup, we're gonna try to leave it to where all they gotta do is flip a switch here and everything will come on and work like it should. And then the city can remove these stop signs that they have in place while these traffic lights are down. So let's get right into it. All right, so we're gonna temp off power to a generator we have up there. Let's go ahead and land this guy. Fucking flathead's too thick.
I don't know, it's kind of old.
She couldn't handle the thick guy. Oh, that fits in there better. Go ahead, plug her in. Look at you, brother. I can figure it out. That is something I typically keep, but I am always super low on those. You're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna need 2 of them.
At least 2.
See if that one's good, but it looks a little burnt.
Green, a yellow, and a red out, I know for sure.
Wonder if this guy works. Now I gotta put a brand new one in. Oh yeah. I'm gonna kill the signals real quick. Off. All right, cool. All right, relays are in, it's flashing properly. Pretty confident the intersection is gonna work like it should, but I don't want these through lanes to be flashing yellow, at least in the meantime while we're working it. So we're gonna like it's close, okay. But we're gonna go ahead and swap it to it flashing red all the way around this intersection. Just kind of hopefully keep the confusion down while we're working here. And all we gotta do is just move 2 cables around real quick. So first 3. Gotta move 3 cables around. And there you go, should be flashing red. Let's put power back to the heads. Yeah, and now these signal heads out here in the field, they're flashing red. And so should these side streets be. And now we can kind of work on everything. Obviously a little congested and our trucks being in the way is not the best, but people are managing. Nobody's coming through and blowing through.
Come up with.
You just didn't have relays in there. What? Cody actually spotted it, but these 2 relays.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even notice. Okay, good deal. Well, this worked out better than being over here.
Oh, I agree. You're away from traffic at least.
Off the corner at least.
Yeah, and when you're working on it, you got to worry about cars coming at you, where here, not really.
All right, good. Y'all changed that out already?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, if y'all got this, then I'm just go see Phil about where some poles got to go.
Yeah, he brought that up. I guess, I know we don't have locates. I do. I'm pretty positive I do.
Send it to me.
Check if I still do.
So I'll make sure I got it.
All right, let's go ahead and hook. This is the existing controller for this intersection. Let's hook it back up. Can't really see the screen or see anything on it, but it should have the times and everything else, the whole 9 yards that this intersection had. Or maybe we can get it out of flash. Now, I've already known this from being out here, but before, screen don't work, buttons are about falling off. But if we can get it to run the intersection, that'd be pretty cool. Can't tell if this controller booting up or not. Well, you know what? It's not booting up because we don't have power to it. That's why we got an issue. Let's get power to it and see if it comes out again. Again, there we go, red fell on 8. Not even using 8. Not together. Guys, I thought I was recording, but the reason why we were getting that red fell on 8 still was we had the flash pattern in this cabinet. Previous cabinet was set up to flash red. Controller, the monitor was catching that, but no output, so it put it in a red fell. I'm gonna go ahead and put this conflict monitor back in, and let's put the intersection into flash while people are running this place. Looks rough. But let's hook this monitor back up. Let's check and verify everything's working. And we're almost wrapped up here. And we gotta go do some more stuff. We had a tether get knocked down. We gotta go fix. It looks like it's flashing properly now, both red on 2 and 4. That's what it should be showing. So new controller, fairly new conflict monitor. We put that in not long ago. New pole, new cabinet, on about a 2 days work. And they did some kind of bend there. They must have heated up that pipe or, oh, what they had there. It's an old one. But yeah, looking good so far. Now we're gonna bump out each indication and see what's not working. And then I'm gonna have him start swapping out LEDs. Looks like all the reds are working. Hey, Cody, if we have another red, I'd like to swap this indication here if we got another red, just because only half of it's working. And then
got a green on that end. Green right here.
Yeah, I can take it out of flash and we watch it and just see. Before you go up, let's do that real quick and just watch and see what we do need to change. Hurt in there, but now we're working, operating. All right, we know for sure we have a green light out. It looks like both yellows are working. Got a green out there, green out here. 1 green, 2 green. Yellow out on this left head. Okay. You got a green here, and a yellow on the left head here. All right. We're most of the way dressed up. It's not perfect, but they don't really give you the room in these pole mounted cabinets. You know, usually I like to try to tuck my cables behind the backboard and route them real nice and neat, but you don't have that availability in these kind of cabinets. So I just try to tuck under and zip tie and hide everything I can underneath. Don't love the look, but it's a hell of a lot better than everything dangling in front of you. Now you have access to work on the backboard, work on your field cables, work on the side panel without these cables just hitting you and being in your way the whole time. So looks pretty good overall. He's still swapping out indications, doing great on that. We're about to just disconnect power, hook up the new power, make sure that's set and ready. And then all we're really looking at now is the power company reconnecting their line. I'd imagine they come off of this power pole. Yeah, that's the old line there. They just got to run back, connect, and then tie to our cables here, feed us power. And then all the city guy will have to do, if he comes out or if they want us to come back out, we'll charge them for it, who cares, is come out and flip this breaker on and flip these breakers on, and we're good to go. All right, so he has most of the indications changed out. Let's take it out of flash and watch and make sure it's working. The last one he has to do is that green indication, but once that's done, we'll just pretty much be out of here. Ooh, not the best throw. We're gonna kill the generator, shut it all down, and he'll just swap that indication out He tested it at the shop. I'm gonna make sure he checks all the wiring. If y'all enjoyed this little repair and troubleshooting, and wish y'all had got more videos of the stuff yesterday, but I was not here yesterday. I was over in a different city doing some work. Nothing really worth recording. So let's get this wrapped up so we can go continue on with our day and finish out our working day here. So hope y'all enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.